Most of the great morally based revolutions in human history have been significantly led by young people. The movement to solve the climate crisis and to solve it in time must be led by young people. The school strike movement, the Extinction Rebellion, other movements that are springing up around the world are being led primarily by young people. I would say that you do have a source of moral authority that older people do not. You will live with the consequences of the decisions made today for far longer than my generation will. That does give you an opportunity to speak up insistently, boldly, loudly, fiercely, and demand change. I guess, in all honesty, my message to Mr. Trump would be somewhat different. I would tell him to resign. He wouldn't take my advice, but I've tried to talk with him about climate, and I thought there was a chance he might listen and change, but I was wrong. And I have to say, I think there's very little chance that he will change in the years ahead. But I would still give the same substantive advice. We've got to do more. We have a global emergency. It's all hands on deck. The good news is we have the technologies to solve this crisis. They create jobs. They clean up our air and water. They save our future. There's nothing bad about this strategy. The only thing we need to do is to end the resistance to them that comes from the fossil fuel companies, and they're powerful, I understand, and they have money and political connections, and they're desperately trying to stop the world from shifting away from the fossil fuels that are primarily causing this crisis. But our future is at stake. Our children and grandchildren and 1,000 generations to come. Those of us alive right now, and particularly heads of state who have an unparalleled opportunity to affect change, should recognize that this is the time for bold action.